All right, we're going to write an equation in standard form that has a slope of 4/5. I put 2/3. I'm going to put 4/5. I already did 2/3. So the slope is 4/5 and the y-intercept is 2. All right, so I have the slope and I have the y-intercept. And if you remember, we have something called the slope-intercept form, and that's y equals mx plus b. Now catch the name, slope, intercept, form. And we have a slope, it's right here, and we have a y-intercept, it's right here. So you'd think this would be pretty easy. All you have to do is just kind of study when they tell you that's what you're looking for. So I'm going to go actually fill this in, and you need to know where each of these go. The slope goes with m, the y-intercept goes with b. So I'm just really going to write y equals 4/5 x. I'm just substituting 4/5 in for the slope and for m. Plus, and my y-intercept is 2, so we put a 2 here. Now we're going to change this to standard form. So I'm just going to go ahead and subtract 4/5 to both sides. So this side here is going to be negative 4/5 x. Since this is a positive y, we're going to put plus y equals, and this is a zero pair, so that means it's a pair of numbers that are opposite and they equal 0. And so the only thing we have left is a 2. Alright, our a value, when we have standard form, remember standard form is ax plus by equals c, and we said a can't be a negative nor a fraction. So in this case, because it's a negative, I can just change everything to its opposite. I think the first thing I'm going to do, though, is I could multiply everything by negative 5, I could multiply everything by 5, or I could just go ahead and change all the signs. I'm just going to go ahead and multiply by 5. And the reason why I'm saying 5 is the denominator here is a 5. So 5 times 4, that's going to be like a negative 20 over 5, plus 5 times y is 5y, and then 2 times 5 is 10. And then, I've got my little x here. And then 5 goes into 20 4 times, so it's really negative 4x plus 5y equals 10. And like we said earlier, you cannot have a negative, so I'm just going to write this the opposite. So instead of negative 4x, I'm going to say positive 4x. Instead of a plus 5y, I'm going to say minus 5y. And instead of a plus 10, I'm going to say negative 10. This is my answer right here. I'll even box it for you or circle it or whatever.